Hi there, welcome to Clearwater Chronicles, where we're going to test out the Clibot CB5 today. And I want to thank Clibot for sending this to me to use in this video. With that being said, they didn't sponsor this video, they just sent me the pool cleaner for free. And whether the video's been sponsored or not, on this channel, you can always rely on me to give you my honest thoughts. I'm never going to tell you anything about any product that isn't what I really think. Today I'm testing the Clibot CB5, which is a pool cleaner that has seriously surprised me, especially in the battery life. Most pool cleaners in this price range can barely get through your entire pool before they need to be recharged. This one didn't just finish the job, it kept on going. The Clibot CB5 has a runtime of up to 210 minutes. That's over 3 hours on a single charge. That is ideal for larger pools or really anybody who is just sick of having to pull a cleaner out to charge it and put it back in to finish a clean. The charge time is 3.7 hours, and that's from totally empty to full. It has over 5,500 gallons per hour of suction power and a 3.5 liter filter basket, which handles everything from fine particles to small twigs, large leaves, and even some pebbles. It's top loading, easy to remove, and more than large enough to handle all the debris it's going to pull out of most pools. The tracks and motors are set up such that it handles water lines. It doesn't struggle on slopes or corners, and it handles obstacles better than most budget robots do. And I want you to see how it goes over this drain with absolutely no problem. There's no hesitation whatsoever. I've had pool cleaners cost way more than this that actually beached themselves on those drains. In fact, I had one major brand that beached itself on those drains. I'd have to move it every 30 minutes. You can choose from 4 cleaning modes, and you can do all of that by just one push button that's on the unit itself. You just cycle through the cleaning modes. You have a floor only mode, a wall only mode. You have a auto mode, which it's basically floors, walls, and water line. And then you have a smart mode, which is going to start on your walls and water line. And then when the battery life gets down to about 50%, it's going to handle the floor. Now, there's no mobile app or remote control, so you can't control the unit remotely at all, and there's no scheduling or customized mapping. And well, that may be a downside for some people. Some people like simplicity. And it handles obstacles better than most of your budget-friendly pool robots do. And this is only the second pool cleaner that I've ever tested that has gotten to this area. This is a huge win for this pool cleaner. This is something that only one other pool cleaner has ever been able to do, and I've tested a lot of pool cleaners. If you have toys and stuff like that in your pool, it's not a problem. This thing is not going to be deterred in its mission to clean your pool. It's actually throwing this big 8-foot raft out of the way. Those brushes are moving it aside basically as it's cleaning. It's even getting to the wall behind the stairs and the stairs, which it's not even supposed to do the stairs. That's not something they claim that it does. The only stair it hasn't gotten to is the top one, and no cleaner gets to the top one because the water surface is too close to the top stair. But as you can see, this cleaner actually did get to the stairs, and it's not even something they're promising. Now, the CB5 doesn't just feel solid, it's actually built with components that are usually reserved for more expensive cleaners. One of those is the planetary gear reducer. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's basically a gear system that creates more torque in a compact and efficient setup. Multiple gears rotating around one central gear, think solar system, which is probably why they called it planetary. But the overall effect is basically smoother, more powerful movement with less strain on the motors. And it's part of why this cleaner moves with more control and climbs better than most other cleaners in this price range. One more thing that does is it makes it more durable over time. Pay attention to how much this is actually scrubbing the water line. This is a really good water line performance compared to most. And watch how it holds the wall as it goes down. Most budget cleaners just release from the wall and float back down to some extent. This one holds the entire way down. As far as navigation system goes, it uses an internal navigation system that uses gyroscopes and sensors. It basically tracks where it's been to plan out a more methodical cleaning path. It is one of the most straightforward cleaners I've ever used. Like I said before, one button controls everything. There's no hoses to mess with, no booster pumps, no app to get hung up on. You really just press a button, drop it in, and let it get to work. It's not meant to clean a pond, it's meant to clean a pool. It's not meant to tackle tackle green pools or pools that are full of algae, but it's very effective at keeping clean pools clean, which is what all robotic cleaners are meant to do. Like every other cleaner, it works best if your water chemistry is balanced and your pool is reasonably clean to start with. Now you get a full 2-year replacement warranty, which basically is a full replacement warranty. It's not prorated. If it breaks within that first 2 years at all, they're going to either repair it or replace it as long as you've been using it under normal conditions. Like you can't throw it in a pond and then send it to them. But as far as your pool goes, you should be good. A 2-year full replacement warranty is something that gives me confidence when purchasing a product like this. Now let's go over some pros and cons. The pros are you get an outstanding battery life. Depending on what mode you're in, it can last over 3 hours. That's incredible in this price range. You get top-notch suction and performance, even on slopes and around drains. You get wall climbing ability that actually works. You get durable internal components like that planetary gear system I mentioned earlier. And you get a true 2-year warranty that's not prorated. The cons, as far as I see them, are that it has no mobile app, so you can't schedule timers or control it or even check the progress from your phone. And that means you have limited cleaning control over it once it's in the water. I suppose you could get in and press the button while it's underwater to change the cleaning modes. I haven't actually tried that, but other than that, there'd be no way to change the cleaning mode once it's in the water. So my final thoughts are this: if techie things like setting timers and controlling it remotely from an app are high on your list, then this is probably one to avoid. But if you're looking for really good battery life, great performance, and a pretty solidly built machine with a very good warranty, then this is definitely one worth considering, especially in this price range. Now, if you do want to check it out, I'll drop a link below in the description. That is an affiliate link and it helps support the channel at no extra cost to you. I really appreciate it when you use that. And if you found this helpful, then please consider hitting that like button. And if you like honest pool gear reviews and water chemistry tips, then consider hitting that subscribe button. Thanks for watching Clearwater Chronicles, and I'll see you in the next one.